Hello, Internet! Sorry for the light back there. My name's the Cringe Man, but you can call me Cal, K, Edgar, Hottie, whatever suits you. Now, I know, this looks... If you see my Instagram, then you would know I posted about a little festival I went to about a week ago. It is called the Camp Indy Shorts International Film Festival. If you do not know what it is a international film festival, obviously, that is related to the Heartland International Film Festival. But instead of showing like a full 90-minute film, they'll show you about 15-20 minutes worth, if not. Probably the highest would be like 45 minutes. Now, the Indy Shorts Film Festival is one of my favorite things. It was so awesome. Because the area we were at, the area where we were at this really good theater. The food was great, the drinks were great. There was like an actual guitarist, I think is what they probably call him. And the great thing about that is, there was like a bunch of creators there for their films, and for me, I did the sci-fi category, so mine had six films to show. Although, if you went to other ones, then you would probably have 7 or 4. It depends on which genre it is. Now, again, I did sci-fi, so the films I saw in chronological order were Angels, Daylight Rules, what else? It's like the Marked, the Black Sphere, Original Skins, and We Were Meant To. So, hold on. We Were Meant To, and that's pretty much it. Those 6 films I love to death. Well, actually, most of them I love. One of them I don't like that much, but I mean, it's whatever. So, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing each of the films and why I enjoyed them. Let's start with Angels. Angels is about this country girl that has a sick mom, I think may have cancer or something. There's an alien spaceship that crashes down while she's doing some work and goes to the crash site to investigate. And then she finds this alien, and when she touches it, the alien's hand cuts open while her seals up, because she cut her hand during one of her duties. So she kidnaps the alien, brings it back to her place to heal her mother. This film is great for all sorts of reasons. 1, the score I think sells everything. 2, the performance by the actors is great. 3, the CGI, although not perfect, I can still believe it's real. You know, I really enjoyed it. I really think you'll enjoy it. Great film. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Or, yeah, an 8.5 out of 10, because there are things I don't love about it, like kind of how it just feels too short, but hey, that's just me. Next, we have Daylight Rules. This is one I also don't love, but I mean, I still like it a lot more than one of the other films that I'm going to talk about later. So Daylight Rules is about a mother and a daughter. The daughter is a part of a group of kids that have powers like the sun. Think of it like Firestorm, where how he has fire. Or no, Jack when he becomes on fire. Kind of like that, except they don't go on fire, but they just have powers like the sun. Now, the father, I guess, slash the counselor, I don't know how you describe it, but he wants the daughter to go to a bunker so that way they can do experiments on her, or at least keep her safe, because her powers are too powerful for the environment. The mother doesn't like this, but she knows it's the only option left. The daughter runs away. The mother finds her, but they try running away together. Then another group of people find them, and they're, her son powers, pretty much she threatens those guys, and they run off. Then the daughter finally decides to go into the bunker. That's pretty much how the movie ends. This film, again, like I said, has probably one of the more things going on, but I don't love it. You know, I feel like the acting's great, just the score I don't love that much. because I don't remember anything. The characters' names are forgettable. I think you would see this story about a couple of times before. It's just good. I'll give it a 7. Up next, we have The Marked. The Marked, I actually got to meet the director. His name is, I think, Reggie. I really gotta look into it, but, Reggie, really nice guy, great actor. He actually wrote, directed, and acted in the film, and possibly edited, I don't know. I think he was also a producer on the thing. But great guy, love him. Well, not love him, but you know what I mean. I respect him. And I don't know any of his social medias, but I may have to look into that. Anyway, so the film's about a father and a daughter. I know the daughter's name's Ivy, and I think the father's name is Mark. Yeah, it might be Mark. Now, Mark has a group of friends, like 2 of them, that ever since his wife / Ivy's mother died, because of this sort of, it's pretty much a virus where, if you have a black mark on your hand, then these alien-like creatures are going to come after you. And the great thing about that is that the suspense is great. You don't see the monsters, but you feel the presence, and that's what I love about it. The acting's also phenomenal. The writing's great. I think this is a really fun film that a lot of people are probably going to call their favorite. It was my favorite until we were meant to, but again, I consider both on par. Although the cinematography for The Marked, it is a bit too like movie, like how my camera / my phone, it is not moving really in the slightest. That is because I have it still, while theirs is like when they're recording with probably like a pretty good camera or something. I really don't know. But when they were shooting, you could tell it's like wiggly and everything. So it kind of takes away from that. But that's really my only complaint. I actually asked him what the alien creatures were like, and he said pretty much, think of Stranger Things with the demi-dogs and what do they call them? Like I'm not gonna say xenomorphs, but that's pretty much what he described it. Stranger Things, aliens, pretty much combined with all of nature's creatures and, I think, environment. It is just this beast-like creature, or probably a better example, Man, Bear, Pig from South Park, where it's combined with quite a bit of different things, and yet it's this big creature. This film, I would also give a 9. Probably a 9.5, because I enjoy this slightly more than Angels. Next, we have The Black Sphere. The Black Sphere is the one I remember most from. It was about a guy named Tyler. He gets picked on and bullied for really no reason. His father killed himself for, again, no specific reason. I'm assuming it may be because of how he just hated his life, but that's just me. Tyler's old friend / bully, I think his name is like Michael or something. But the bully pretty much breaks his skateboard and he passes out. And then hours later, like in the night, an alien comes down to Earth and his name is like Ozzy or something like that. It's something that sounds like an anime character's name. But this alien is like this chill, dope person who actually is linked to Tyler. And they kind of have a bit of a misadventure where they stay at this girl's house that he knows. It's a really funny film. And this is the comedy. Probably the only feature film that is mainly a comedy. I love everything it's trying to do here. And I'll probably say this film has probably has the lowest budget, and yet feels really good. I think the CGI is pretty good, except for the Black Sphere, but I mean, I really don't care. You could tell the costume designer had a lot of fun with the film, where she designed the alien, and you could tell she enjoyed it. I forgot her name. I think her name's like Allison or something like that. Great person, as far as I heard from like all the cast and crew on that film. I'll give that film a 9. If not, probably 8.5. Because again, although I enjoyed this film so much, I just don't know. It's just complicated for me. And the great thing is that it's also kind of like, it's emotional too, where Tyler has to learn to let go of the fact that father killed himself. Not like let go, but like he needs to deal with his grief. He needs to move on, let it flow. And that's also where the big twist is that the alien never really showed up. It was just a figment in his head. Now, I'll give this actually now a 9 because of that emotional lesson. Also, the great crew behind it. Now, we have the one I do not like that much, Original Skins. Alright, if I'm being 100% honest, this film kind of sucks. This is pretty much about two lesbians sexually switching bodies by having sex. That is it. I am not crapping right now. I am not lying. It is literally about two lesbians having sex and somehow switching bodies from there. What? Alright, so, a bit of context. These girls are from a club, alright? They're probably drunk out of their mind. Somehow they switch. The director, when I asked him how the switching worked, besides the sex part, he even said he didn't know. That was one aspect he didn't really think about. Which, again, he's a first-time director. I think his direction could have been great, but it seems like this is more of a short film that could have been more of a mini-series. Where, like, this was episode 1, episode 2 would be a bit more explain it, then episode 3. You know, think of it like the Disney Plus Marvel shows, except way shorter with longer episodes. Or way shorter as in runtime, probably like 25 minutes, and then with a bunch more episodes. This one is definitely just like a 6.5, because I don't understand the thing. And the score is good, but the acting's not great. When they are having sex, pretty much the waves, there's like wavy editing and stuff like that, like filter. It is not great. I don't understand that. I'll give it 6.5. Director, pretty cool guy, but I don't really recommend the film unless you're from man. And don't worry, they didn't actually show the sex part. They just but it was definitely implied. They were making out, they did get naked, but it was all censored. The last film, which is the last but definitely not least, we were meant to. The best film by far is this feature. Now, before I get into it, I want to say, I own nothing of this. I'm not the target demographic. Because it's directed by a black guy who, I think his name's I think it's also Tyler, now I think about it. I have to look him up on social media again, but, he's a great guy. I actually took a picture with him. He's like somewhere around 6'2" or something like that. He's a really tall guy. Really nice person. The great thing about him is that, although I didn't relate to the story because this is not related to me, I do understand what it's about. You know how Martin Luther King Jr. was fighting, was like protesting, boycotting everything so that way blacks can be, you know, pretty much with the whites, you know, where the black little girls and black little boys can hold hands with white little boys and white little girls, you know. I Have a Dream speech, it's pretty much that, except there's really no fighting it. So the thing is that the film, from what I deciphered, is that bigger name companies, the Supreme will control you. And it's our job to not let them. You have to stand up for your beliefs. You have to keep fighting. Something like that. I don't think that's really how he was describing it, but I'm not the target demographic, so I can't really say how it is. But it's about this guy, this teenager named, what was his name? I think it's like Tyrone or Reggie or something. I can't remember these names very well. But it's about him going through his life, because he has feathers. He has wings. And every black guy, and I know that sounds racist, saying every black guy has them, because they actually do. No, as far as I know, no white guys, no black girls have them, you know. It's only just these guys. Now, the men get these wings and they can fly. However, there's areas where they can't fly, and there's like spots where they can't even try to. Now, the main character also has a crush on a girl, and he tries impressing her, you know. And when he tries flying for the first time, he can't. He got shocked by one of the drones that were made by this company that also doesn't want flying around. So they pretty much zap him, all his feathers are gone, but he still flies at the end of the day. Now, this also has daddy issues, because the father, I don't think is emotionally abusive, but he's more emotionally distant. The mother is, although yes, there, I don't think is really a major part of their life. The only one I could really see has a great relationship is the main character. We'll just call him Tyrone, because I feel like that may be his name. If not, it may be Tyler or Reggie or something like that. I can't really remember the name, but it's the main character and his sister. Great relationship. Also, the friend group's nice. The school, I just love everything about this film. This one gets a 10 out of 10 because the cinematography is also great, the score is great, the CGI is great, and of course the makeup effects, because I think the feather part were at least done by makeup effects. And I think some of it was CGI, of course, but for the most part, I really enjoyed it. 10 out of 10, perfect film. That's pretty much it. I own none of this. This is by the creators, like the cast, the crew. I'm sorry I didn't really mention a lot of them, but I don't remember their names that well. You know, because I have a good memory, but with names I forget if I don't know them well. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.